Uh-oh. I keep telling you, there's no way my little boy would do something like that. I'm afraid it's true. Your little boy, Yuya, brandished a pair of scissors with intent to harm a fellow kindergarten student. So you're saying this was done on purpose? By the time we arrived on the scene, he was looking down at his own bloodied hand and laughing. Holy shit. What? We've done everything we can for him on our end. How you wish to deal with him is up to you. Wait. Hold the phone. Kazami cut up a kindergartner? And the school just hands him over to the parents and it's like, you deal with him? This isn't acting out. He was a murderer at like 5. Like... What? What? This isn't something you deal with at home. You need to, like... The school should have, like, stepped in and be like, this kid's gotta go for fucking therapy and shit. Like... But please, wait! Oh, I couldn't even manage to crush his eye. Oh god. Ever since I was little... oh god. Ever since I was little, I've been unable to put myself in another man's shoes. I've possessed no sympathy, no empathy, and no respect for life. Slowly but surely, my parents started to see me like I was some kind of devil. They shunned me. They ignored me. They'd focus all their love and affection on my older brother and sister, on my highly successful and generally upstanding brother and sister. Everybody liked them, and I began to realize just how different life was for people who are well regarded. And since my parents had given up on me, those siblings were the only ones who ever looked after me. I don't feel like giving up on a child that is really misguided is a way to cure them or help them in any means, but... My brother was particularly obnoxious, always flaunting his honor student status and trying to make me into a good little boy. It was sickening. He'd use his standing as my elder to boss me around, and would even follow me to make sure I was behaving. But I did fight back once, back in elementary school. I stood up to my older brother. What the hell are you doing? Yuya, what did you just burn? Oh god. It was an animal. Or are you mad because it smells? I just killed it now, so it still had some blood left in it. It was going to smell no matter what. Oh. Yeah, he's a straight up psychopath. Yeah, I don't think there's anything you could do, but like, I don't think ignoring him is also a way to fixing it. Like, this kid needs to be locked away from society and like handled differently. The hell was that for, asshole? I honestly had no idea why he'd struck me, but this was the first time I'd ever been on the receiving end of violence, and I was pissed. I tried to jump him, but he was just too big, and I didn't stand a chance. Why do you have so little regard for life? How could you just kill another living creature? Why would you do something like that, Yuya? You shut the fuck up. I'm the one who found it. I can do whatever the hell I want with it. I couldn't believe the asshole actually threw a punch at me. I was determined to hit him back. I wasn't going to give up until I succeeded. Unfortunately, his size was really an insurmountable obstacle for me. My attempt to fight back was cut short by another, much harder blow to the same cheek. Now you listen to me. That was twice now. I was so going to make him pay. I swore I'd injure him. My punch was going to connect. If I couldn't hit him in the head, any other part of his body would do just as well. Oh boy. Damn it, just because you were born first, you think you're so tough. Well, if I were just a little bigger, I'd... You're not getting it. You need to grow up, Yuya. As long as you're not a complete idiot, you will understand what I'm telling you someday. Our physical differences now aren't going to mean a damn thing in the future. Mental growth is what matters most. I want you to become someone who can sympathize with the pain other people feel. I could have sworn I saw tears welling up in his eyes. The hell was that about? He just beat me up, and here he was looking sad. Damn it. I'm not like you. Oh boy, talking about Dexter, yeah. I got her hooked on Dexter because I said Dexter was such a good show to watch, and if anyone else is watching this, if you haven't seen Dexter, go watch it. Except, you know, the final season is bleh, but whatever. Don't spoil it for anybody. Yes, you are. You're my little brother. You'll always be my little brother. Nothing can ever change that. Except, you know, killing me. Oh, I can still remember what a disgustingly sentimental look he was giving me when he said that. You could die too then. Just die. Die, die, die. I don't care if you're my brother. I'll kill. What the hell? Yuya, cut it out. I feel like this is one of those situations where, like, he was a human reject and he should have just been scrapped the day he was born. Like, they should have just done, like, a physical check over him and be like, nope, this kid's fucked for life, he's a sociopath, and he just got, like, put into a reject garbage disposal thing and just, shoop, vanished out of thin air and just poof and just not exist anymore because there's really no fixing him. Let me go. Get your hands off me. Wait, asshole. Listen, mental growth is what matters most. Carve that into your heart. Never forget it. Fucking hypocrite. Ugh. He acts all kind, but his punches hurt like a son of a bitch. Yuya. Are you alright? You didn't suffer any head trauma or anything, did you? Just leave me alone. You may not understand what he was trying to tell you right now, but one day, when you've grown up, you will. Neither of you know the first damn thing about me. Why? Why the hell was I the last one to be born? Oh God. I want a younger sibling. Maybe then I'd have some clue what the fuck you two are talking about. Man, I'd love the piss out of a younger brother or sister. And we do love you, Yuya. Both of us. We know that you're a good kid at heart. I love how she had to like reword that. Like, we know you're a good kid at heart. Like, you're not actually a good kid, but you're a good kid at heart. Come on, let's make a grave for this little critter. Okay, Yuya? A trash can would be just fine. Pfft. Remember, he's a good kid at heart. If you keep this up, you're going to be alone your whole life. My sister grabbed me by both my shoulders and looked me right in the eyes when she said this. But I didn't care about a word she was saying. I just pushed her away. So you're doing this because you love me, huh? Don't act like you have the first clue what I'm all about, you lying bitch. Yuya, it's the truth. I don't trust you. I don't trust anyone. I won't lose to anyone either, and I certainly won't tolerate other people lying to me. Seems like his thing is that he sees himself a much younger, weak, and vulnerable being to everybody else around him. So he feels like he's like a scrapper, like he's just gotta like get to the top, be better than everyone, be faster than everyone, be stronger than everyone, assert his dominance. And he does it in such a violent way because he's so angry about it inside that he cannot stand the fact that people look down on him, that they misjudge him. It seems like he's just a very naturally angry kid, and he does not know why, but he's just adamant on just proving that he can mean something or be something more. Not necessarily better or sane or okay in the place of society, but in his own way. Not ever. Interesting. Interesting little backstory. That's right. I've been like this for a long time. So everybody abandoned him because of his ways. I've always tried to figure out how to intuit what others are truly feeling, to get honest reactions out of them. No one seems to understand that I'm incapable of understanding the people around me. That's why I've made a point of studying the world and keeping to myself, simply trying my best not to stand out. I play the part of a loner.
つまらない話に興味を持ったかのように笑い、同情したふりを装い、傷ついた顔を作ってやった。
So this is his kid self, this is him now, and this is probably all the people he's either hurt or killed already. I pretend I'm interested in boring conversations and smile. I pretend I care about the problems of others and fake a concerned expression.
偽りの仮面に気づかず、笑顔で言い寄ってくるクラスメイトたち。奴らは全部嘘っぱちだ。
Not a single one of my classmates has ever caught on to the fact that it's all just make-believe. They greet me with smiles and I see through their lies.
本質も見えていないくせに、上辺だけで人を分かったようなふりをする。
They all act like they can judge a person based on his outward actions, without ever even seeing his true nature.
俺の簡単な演技に騙される。頭の軽くて愚かな、蔑視すべき存在。
Every one of them is completely deceived by my act. They're all empty-headed fools, worthy of only my contempt.
兄貴たちと同じだ。俺に嘘をつく、許されざる存在。
They are his classmates, but I think he's killed most of them, or almost all of them. They're just like my brother and sister, unforgivable cretins who lie to my face. Oh God. That's why I decided to conduct a little experiment.
他人を本当に理解することができる方法。俺を理解させる方法。
A way to see if I can really understand other people, and if I can make them understand me.
気づかなかったろ。俺はずっとお前らを殺したいと思ってたって。
I wonder if any of you were aware that all I ever wanted was to kill you.
死に際に立つ人間は正直だ。動物どもと同じ。みんな正面からこちらに向き合って本物の会話をしてくれた。
Like animals, humans are honest only when they're on the brink of death. They all look me right in the eye and engage me in real, true dialogue.
一部を除いては。
With rare exception.
いい返事だ。それでいいんだ。もっと見せてみろよ。お前の裸の感情を。
A fine answer. Just what I was hoping for. Show me more. Show me more of those naked emotions. Yes, sadly. I will not perform for you.
悲鳴も命乞いも噛み殺して絶命した奴がいたんだった。
There was one who held back the screams and the begging and simply passed away in near silence.
なんだそりゃ。抵抗のつもりか?
The hell is that? You trying to stand up to me? Ha 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 ha. Oh. Oh God. Okay. Well. That was the, I believe that was the girl that ran into, is it the same girl that ran into Shake?
この時のなんと満たされなかったことか。
It was a thoroughly unsatisfying kill. There needs to be more mutual understanding.
この空間に来て俺でも少しは変われるのかとの期待も少しはあった。
I'd expected to see some change within myself after coming to this place.
だが人を殺めた後ですら俺に人間らしい感情は湧かなかった。
But there was nothing. I killed, but felt no remorse, no sympathy, none of the emotions I was supposed to feel.
ゆうや、命は平等なんだ。ちゃんと覚えておけよ。
Yuya, all life is equal. Don't ever forget that.
命は平等。ああ、確かに平等だったさ。
All life is equal, huh? Yeah, sure is.
殺す時は同じだったよ。人間も 物も虫けらも
It's all exactly the same when it's snuffed out. Humans, animals, and filthy worms alike. I don't think that's what he meant.
でもまあ殺す感触は同じでもさすがに人を殺めてしまった罪はもう引き返せないか
But I suppose there is one difference. Even if it feels the same, after committing the sin of ending a human life, there's no turning back, no redemption.
後悔はなかったがもう自分には欲しい未来すら浮かばなかった
I didn't regret what I'd done, but it did make me realize that I had no prospects now, no future. Oh, he's having flashbacks now.
今のは
What was that?
今俺は誰かを憐れんで
Did I just feel pity for someone? He's starting to feel human, everybody. Oh.
お腹パンパン
My stomach's all growly.
そうこの感覚だこの俺が相手を憐れんでいる
Yes, that was it, even then. This odd sensation of taking pity on another human being.
そんなに震えて大丈夫かい
You're really shaking. Are you all right?
おトイレに
I have to go to the bathroom.
なんでここまで我慢を
That badly? Why have you held it in for so long? Why indeed? She could go right there. She's got a dress on. Nobody will see. Everything's fine. It's not weird.
さっきお兄ちゃんとはぐれちゃって
The question we all want to know. I was with my big brother until just a moment ago, but we got separated.
そのはぐれたお兄ちゃんに言わなかったのかいおトイレに行きたいって
Didn't you tell your big brother that you needed to use the restroom?
だってずっとおトイレはどこも使えなくて
I did, but we just kept finding unusable bathrooms.
そうおトイレ以外のところでしたって
And I thought about going somewhere else, but
お兄ちゃんに思われたくなかったから
I didn't want my big brother to see me do that, so...
献身的な妹そうだこれだ
What a devoted little sister. Yes, this is just what I've been looking for.
自分より弱い存在守ってあげなきゃこれだよこれだ俺が欲しかったのは
A being far weaker than I, whom I'm tasked to protect. This is it. This is exactly it. So Kazami's breaking point of finally feeling human is finding a little girl who needs to pee. Let that sink in for a second.
どうかしたんですかキザミさん
Is something wrong, Kazami?
この俺が哀れと感じたこのことならまだ未来はあるんじゃないか
If I had this girl by my side, this girl upon whom I actually took pity, then maybe there could be still a future even for a man like me. Yeah, no, you're fucked, dude.
そうだ哀れむ感情があるならまだ罪を許される要素があるはずだ
Indeed, if I'm capable of feeling sorry for someone, then maybe there still exists some means for atoning for my sins. Nope, not at all. Nope, you're
この
fucked.
こと暮らせれば
If I could just live with this little girl. So all of this time he just wanted to find something weak to protect. He could have just got a pet rabbit. Well, he did have a rabbit, and then he burned it to death. So like, I don't think this is working out for him. I think he's just a rejected human being that just needs to die.
そうするか俺と暮らすか
So, how about it? Will you live with me? Huh? What?
私やっぱり一人でお兄ちゃん探します。
I think I'll be okay on my own. I'll look for my big brother by myself. Okay, bye. By yourself? Why? After I finally found a little sister. Exactly, he took pity in someone who had to pee. He found it pitiful, as someone mentioned before. Why must she even distance herself from me? Oh boy. No, no!
Run! Rabbit, run!
Oh wow, I just had a really weird JoJo feeling. Does this voice actor sound familiar to me? Bad rabbit, you're coming with me. And that's how she got her head hurt. You see, this is what happens when you disobey your big brother. Yuka. So the key to surviving a horror situation is just refusing to pee, I guess. It was her rejection that made him snap. Kat, your original strategy might have actually worked. Oh boy, here we are. Back to reality. I'd been screaming and crying so much that my throat was now bone dry I couldn't even manage any more than a whimper. God, she's got to be so dehydrated from crying. From crying and holding in pee, and she's just a wreck. My throat was actually in a lot of pain. It burned like someone had cut it wide open. Kizami had raised the knife as if he were about to kill me, but for some reason he just froze like that. And all I could do was lie there, struggling to breathe. Aside from this heavy panting, I could only hear the sound of my own chattering teeth. I don't want to die. I want to see my big brother again, even if it's just one last time. I breathed in as deeply as I could, then mustered every last bit of my strength I had. I wanted to call out with all my might. I wanted to call for help. Oh God. Big brother. No good. The sentiment was there, but the words couldn't possibly have been heard by anyone else, except the person I didn't want to hear them. Big brother won't know to come help me if that's as loud as I can go. Big brother! Big brother, big brother. My strained scream seemed to snap Kazami out of his trance. He brought the tip of his knife down onto my cheek, but didn't break the skin. Oh boy. You do know. Oh. You do know that no matter how much you scream, no one's going to come save you, right? He was looking down at me with blank, empty eyes. It was like he'd just woken up from a really long dream. Big brother is going to come. I was absolutely certain about that. He may not have found me yet, but I knew he was looking. He was worried and looking all over for me. It was only a matter of time. Big brother is my prince, after all, and the prince always comes to rescue his princess. He's not coming. After all, he's already here. Your big brother is right here. He is Shut your mouth. My struggle to get out the words came to an abrupt end as Kazami's hand pressed down hard on my face, covering my nose and mouth and suffocating me. For all the pain and fear I was feeling, I knew I had a chance to fight back, so I opened my mouth and I bit down hard on his palm. Smart girl. Smart girl. I must have bitten even harder than I thought. I could taste his blood. It was warm and minerally and slid down my parched throat, easing a little bit of the pain and dryness. I feel like blood wouldn't help in that matter. He is coming. Next David Cage game, Kazami, become human. Jesus Christ. Cat question, if you were in this situation, what percentage of yourself would be pure terror, and what percentage would be, you're so sexy, let's make out? It would be sexy until I was tied to the table, and then had a knife being twirled around in front of me, and then it would be absolute pure terror. It'd be like, alright, fuck this, that you're sexy, but I can't. Like, the moment that he just got creepily, like, chasing me or, like, knife at me, then it would stop being sexy and be like, ah, shit. Big brother is coming for sure. I just kept shouting. I didn't care if these were the last words I ever said. -1%. I had no regrets, I just wanted to cry out. Damn! He's not coming, he's not coming, he's not coming, he's not coming. Your big brother is not coming. And then he's at the door, right? Oh. What? What happened? What's going on? It all happened in an instant. Kazami just grabbed his head in both hands and let out a cry of pain that didn't even sound human. What is it? What is this? What the hell is this voice I'm hearing? Did I really want a little sister? I did. I wanted a little sister. Someone weaker than I. Yes, someone who needed me. But was it really a little sister that I wanted? That's right. If I had a little sister, I'd change.
痛い頭が
Ah, my head. Oh boy. He grabbed his head again and began stumbling around. He looked like he was in real pain. There were even tears in his eyes. Oh, is he feeling?
くそくそ何を気づかせたい今さら俺に理由などいらない
Damn it, god damn it, god damn it all. What does it all mean? I don't need a reason, not now. It's not too late for that. It's too late for that.
ここに来てからの俺は俺だけのために全てを踏みつけてきたそれは誇りですらある
This is who I am now. This is what I've become. Everything is mine. I've stomped out everyone in my way and held my head high the whole time. Oh boy. Is he trying to find a reason to kill her?
大丈夫ですか？頭痛いの。床のポケットに頭痛のお薬が入ってます。
What? Yuka? What the hell? This guy just threatened to kill you and you're offering him help. Are you okay? Does your head hurt? I have some headache medicine in my pocket.
出して飲んでいいです。
You can take some if you want. Here, have some urine-soaked Advil for your headache. Oh god. Uh-oh. How has it come to this? If I had a little sister, maybe I'd have acted more like a big brother should. Yes, I'm sure of it. I'd have been just like my asshole brother when he was crying over me. He's on me. He fell to his knees and just stayed like that, not moving, maybe not even breathing. Suddenly getting stabbed in the stomach doesn't feel so bad. Looking at that, it's like, Oh boy. That reaction was like, pardon? And the guy's like, excuse me? After another unnerving yell, the huge man with the hammer just stood there, staring at me. He had blood splattered all over him. Somehow, though, I got the impression he wasn't going to attack me. Are you here to save me? Weird. He reached one hand toward me, slowly and gently. Though it may have been a little too slowly, he moved like a zombie, as if I were watching a TV in slow motion. TV show in slow motion. What's wrong? Oh, you know, missing eyes, missing tongues, yeah, just everything. It almost seemed like he was afraid of me, but I was just a little girl tied to a table covered in urine. What could he possibly think I'd do to him? Cover him in urine. Is there someone else here? He didn't answer. I wasn't even sure he heard the question. He wasn't looking at me. He was looking past me. I want to know what you're looking at. Oh, great. Hi, hi, Sachiko. Kill her. His giant drawn-on eyebrows. I'm just like, no. It's funny. His mournful yell echoed through the room. Oh shit. He missed? My arms and legs suddenly went slack. I felt like I could move them now. Slowly I opened my eyes and confirmed that this enormous man had just smashed apart the dry knots that were holding my hands and feet in place. Sweet victory! Run away! I knew I didn't have much time. I tried my hardest to wake up my sleeping hands and feet and shake the broken, splintered ropes from my wrists and ankles. Kill her! Oh shit, save there. Run for the door or consider other options? Well, my hands and feet are numb, so running sucks, so let's consider other options. My arms and legs were still so numb that I couldn't trust myself to get out of the room safely. I had to think of something else. I had to buy some time. It seemed like the little girl was pulling the huge man's strings, and he didn't really want to hurt me. So maybe I could reason with him? What are you doing? Kill her. What's wrong? He suddenly doubled over and began clawing at his throat, seemingly in a great deal of pain. Reasoning with him really wasn't going to work. He was too unstable. And if it came down to me or the little girl, I was pretty sure I wouldn't win. Now might be my best chance to escape. Oh boy. Oh god. I might be able to get out from the front. No, the huge man is there. I can't get past him. There's no man here, Hyuga. Maybe if I find some way to distract him, I can make a break for it. Light the Bunsen burner? Light it. Oh, shit. It's not even making noise. Is there any gas coming out? Oh, I'm slowly dying. It's not working. I need to find something else. There's a faucet here, but I don't know if it'll actually work. That's what I thought. No water. My throat is so dry. I need to go drink more Kazami's blood. I'm totally dead. What do I do? There has to be some way out of this. What the fuck do I do? It's a decayed skeletal corpse. There's nothing about its outward appearance that gives any clear indication. I'm not looking for the gender. I'm just saying take a bone and throw it at him. Like, Jesus Christ, lady. There's nothing about its outward appearance that gives any clear indication of age or gender. However, there's a student ID name tag partially lodged as rookie. So let's take a moment and just read this. That indicates it probably belonged to a junior high school girl. Takane Municipal Middle School. Aihanda. It's just a funny name. Stool. No, I didn't click. I clicked the stool. Oh my god. I'm totally dead.
どうしよ
I'm dead. I'm dead.
う。意識が
What's going on? Am I fainting? I couldn't move any part of my body. I just fallen completely limp and my vision had gone black. I felt like I was being swallowed up by the darkness and there was nothing I could do to stop it. It was seeping into every part of me. Big brother, help! I guess that's better than being bludgeoned to death. I guess they had to do it a safe way because she's so young, but okay. Fancy that. Wrong end too. So let's load that back up and try running, which will fail, but you know. Reasons. So let's load this up. Run for the door. After brushing the last piece of rope off my body, I leaped to the ground and began searching the room for the best escape route. The huge man may have freed me from my ropes, but I was clearly still in danger.
手足がしびれてうまく動かせない。
Excuse me. My hands and feet are still numb. I don't know if I can do this. There were still big, indented rope burns on my wrists and ankles, limiting my blood circulation. I wouldn't be moving comfortably for a while yet. Didn't work. The back door of the classroom was wide open. It seemed broken, actually. It looked like the huge man must have busted it in with his hammer when he came attacking. I decided to make a break for it. First, I tried sidestepping past him, doing everything I could to tread lightly and keep my arms outstretched so the blood would flow to them again. But then, I heard the floor creak behind me. Oh boy. I was too late. There was nowhere left to run. And I'm dead. The giant hammer struck my right arm, instantly fracturing it severely. The spray of blood from the impact even got in my eyes. Yeah, that's a bad idea. The huge man raised his hammer in the air again. He swung with perfect precision, and I was down, but he wasn't stopping. This is true, Crystal. I didn't take that into consideration. I don't know why. Both my arms and legs have been completely destroyed. They look like giant swatted bugs on the desk, just a mess of bloody chunks. The last swing hit so hard that it broke the whole desk behind me. I found myself rolling painfully onto the ground. When I hit, there was less a thud and more a plop. Bits of my arms and legs went flying everywhere. Oh my god. And then I realized it wasn't just bits. What was left of my extremities was so damaged that it all literally just snapped off my body. Ow. No, this had to be a nightmare. It couldn't be real, could it? I really was like a swatted bug. I looked and felt the part completely. I didn't want to give up, even though I knew I was doomed. I tried to roll myself toward the door. Oh god, she has no arms and legs and she's just rolling around, oh god. But that went about as well as you might expect. My head was stuck on something and waves of pain were shooting through my entire torso. I wasn't going to last much longer. So her arms and legs are pulverized. They're just mush. Like, he just hit them so much, there's nothing left of them. Welcome. I could see the hammer coming down onto my head. And then, for a split second, I could see in two opposite directions at once as my skull cracked down the middle like a watermelon. So she was looking like separately, because it went. Ooh, God. Ooh, that was a worse death. Okay. Poor Yuka. Alright, so... That was wrong end 1, right? Yep. We're getting a lot of the wrong ends. I knew that one was definitely a bad one, but I didn't know how bad. Now I know how bad. So, continue. Let's load. Back that up. Back that up. Okay. So we have to search for something in the room. Consider other options. Okay. He doubled over and was in pain. Okay. Well, let's get this out of the way. The window? Windows are paneled, doesn't seem to have any means of being opened. It's pitch black outside. I guess it still must be nighttime. If I don't hurry, he's going to get up. And I can't get up here. This doesn't work. What's that? There's a bottle on the ground filled with a transparent liquid. Take it? Yes. I wonder what's in here. It's not water, is it? Is it holy water? Or no, hydrochloric acid. Yes, it'll burn him. Yes, we're gonna chuck that shit at him. How long are you planning to squat there like that? Kill her. Okay, throw that acid at him. Instinctively, I threw the glass bottle at the huge man with the hammer. Yes. Empty the bottle and use it to pee. She already peed. She doesn't have to pee anymore. He flinched and stumbled backwards. His hammer was still raised, however, and smashed into one of the light bulbs on the ceiling, shattering it. It's dark. But I might be able to get away now. The feeling had begun returning to my legs, so I wasted no time. Habitually yelling, "Excuse me." Excuse me as I left, I darted through the dark lab, using what I remembered of its layout to avoid obstacles and reach the door. Excuse me, man who's trying to murder me. I need to go leave. Jesus Christ. What a pair. He's probably like, thank God I didn't have to kill her. Hey, did you do that on purpose? Worthless scum. Fix it or you get no more rewards from me. They should just make like a sitcom, like afterlife special of these two and how they live their lives. Aw. I look forward to them too, Spooky. It's the best time of night. Just go after her already. The eyebrows. The eyebrows. It's like someone just took like a Photoshop paintbrush and just drew like eyebrows going like this to go, oh, it's great. How many times have we crossed paths with that girl now? Maybe she has the paper scrap to keep her safe. Her fate hasn't been sealed yet. It's amazing how a little piece of paper actually saves your life. I was gonna say, if she says pee, I'm gonna fucking lose it. I have to find somewhere to hide. I could hear the sounds of someone else running just a short distance in front of me. I couldn't make out who it was with any certainty, but I did briefly catch a glimpse of a figure retreating into the darkness, and it looked like Big brother?
今のお兄ちゃんだったよね。
That was Big Brother just now, wasn't it? I took off in pursuit. If that was Big Brother, then I just had to catch up to him.
お兄ちゃん
No one lives. I feel hope. Big Brother, Big Brother. He mustn't have heard me. His pace never slowed, and I saw him disappear around a corner. Oh, they're like in two different parallels, I guess.
行っちゃった。早く追いかけなきゃ。
He's not stopping. I have to go after him.
お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。
Big Brother, Big Brother. Okay, let's do a quick saveroo. We'll play a little bit longer, not too much, because I'm feeling the limits of my throat. Which way did he go? Let's go to the lab. No, wait, the lab is where we came from. Never mind. Let's go to the classroom.
なんか寒くなってきたな。
It's really cold in here. Let's look for dead bodies. That'll make me feel better.
やっぱり開かないみたい。
I can't get it
も
open.
っと力が強ければ開くのかな。
If I were stronger, maybe I'd be able
お
to.
兄ちゃん、どこ行っちゃったの？
Big Brother, where did you go? Oh, great. Great. It's a wooden shelving unit with a glass door. Doesn't seem to be locked. Unfortunately, there's nothing useful inside. Now it's no time to search shelves anyway. I have to find my big brother. Oh, so I guess searching around is a bad idea. I need to... Let me go this way. Just out of the room and just start running so I can get away to... Seems like a very rushed thing. Let's go down. Increase hope by 1%. Let's go to the pool. Maybe we can lose him? Unless he's hot on my trail, I have no idea.
何の音？
What's that noise? Oh, earthquake. Suddenly my field of vision started going topsy-turvy. Was I falling? It was an earthquake, but there was more than just that. The floor beneath me was moving up and down in time with the quake's left and right motion.
お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。
Big brother, big brother. I tried putting one hand on the floor for balance and getting back to my feet.
早くお兄ちゃんを追いかけなきゃいけないのに、完全に見失っちゃう。
I doubt he's running in this, honey. I need to keep going after Big Brother, otherwise I'll lose his trail. I thought I'd done it. I was standing now and had started getting used to the vibrations. As long as I hugged the walls, I could walk. But that all quite literally came crashing down around me soon enough. The wildly shaking floor cracked, then crumbled, and I was free falling. Oh, did I find a death? I'm fa-fa! I think I died. I think I died. Maybe? Was that supposed to happen? I think I died. I think this is a death. I did not survive that fall. Oh god. I raised my head and found myself lying on top of a pile of rubble. I wasn't too much worse for the wear, though, all things considered.
どこ？
Where am I? I looked all around me frantically, but saw nothing even remotely familiar. This was definitely someplace new. Oh, she landed in a very bad place. She's fine. Fire. And it didn't feel much like a school anymore. The walls and floor were made from packed dirt with only railroad ties keeping it all together.
かカビ臭い。
It's really musty down here. Oni-chan. I knew I was underground. I had to be. It just felt that way. There were no windows anywhere, and based on the smell, there was no ventilation either.
なんか息苦しいな。
It's really hard to breathe.
そうだ、お兄ちゃん。
Oh no, Big Brother. Big Brother might have gotten caught off guard by that earthquake too, I thought. He could be down here. It was a big one after all. Maybe he was injured? Maybe he couldn't move?
早く探さなきゃ。
I have to find him right away. I tried pushing myself up from the pile of rubble, ready to shoot to my feet and continue the search. That didn't last long, however. My hands and feet were still a little numb from the ropes. Making it hard to keep my balance, I fell back onto my butt. Uh-oh. My underwear was completely waterlogged. Like a full sponge, it squished unpleasantly on the debris, sending a cold chill through my entire body. Time to get rid of it.
これ。
What's going on? I reached down and felt it, and it was absolutely soaked through. It would take forever for it to dry.
そうだ。私おもらししちゃってたんだ。
That's right. I forgot I peed myself. I was... You know, now that I think of it, when we were looking for something to throw at the guy, why did we throw hydrochloric acid? Why didn't we just rip off our freaking pee-soaked panties and just chucked it straight at the dude's face? Like, that'd be what I'd do. Be like, here, slop. And then I would have been free. It would have been fine. But, you know, hydrochloric acid and burning and acid. Like, I mean, soaked pee underwear or hydrochloric acid, I think would feel and have the same exact sudden what the fuck reaction. Just saying. I was so wrapped up in running for my life and chasing after Big Brother, I didn't even notice the wetness. But now I couldn't get it out of my mind.
気持ち悪いよ。
Ugh, it's so gross. Tears were welling up in my... Why are you crying? You're crying because you peed your underwear like friggin' 40 years ago. Tears were welling up in my eyes. How could I be so pathetic? I forced myself to my feet, doing my best to try to ignore the squishy sensation. Just throw it away before you get a yeast infection. I wouldn't be able to ignore it for long, though. My panties were noticeably heavier now, and the urine they absorbed was practically ice cold. I couldn't go on like this. I was going to get a rash or catch pneumonia or something, and every step it was going to be its own form of mushy, gushy hell. But what could I do? I could take them off, but then what? Carry them with me? Ew. Leave them on the floor for someone else to find? No thanks. That's the least of your concern. Just bury it in some debris. Whatever.
お兄ちゃん。お兄ちゃん。
Big Brother is not going to help you with your wet undies. Hate to tell you. I swallowed my pride, held back my tears as best I could, and waddled forward.
どこか脱げる場所ないかな。
Just take... You're sitting on rubble. Just take them off and bury them. Like, is that so hard? How will they know it's your underwear? Like, what the fuck? Whatever. Isn't there somewhere I could go to get these off? Yeah, like, she's worried about a rash, but not a yeast infection. I'd be like, I'm gonna get a yeast infection. Oh, where am I? Let's take them off in the storehouse. Surely that's enough.
扉が開かないや。
That's not a storehouse. The door won't open.
鍵がかかってるのかな。
Is it locked?
おにゃい。他の場所を探してみよう。
I'll have to find someplace else. Gee golly shucks. Look at this bloody room. It's totally a storehouse. Okay. Let's go to the girls' room. Is this an actual bathroom? Why do panties always find a spotlight in anime? First it was the journey of the bathroom, chapter 2 of the Yuka saga, find a place for her panties.
体も張ってないし変な匂いもしないよね
You know, if she was really that concerned about leaving her underwear somewhere, she could take her underwear off and just slip them around the ankles of some dead body hanging around. Just be like, see, they're her panties. Fuck it. There are no protective seals and no weird smells. The only bathrooms I'd seen up to this point were unusable. Charms on the door mysteriously sealing the room shut, bodies hanging in the stalls. But this looked to be completely normal bathrooms. Certainly the most normal I'd seen since getting stuck in this place anyway. What's that? I was gonna say, it's someone else's underwear. There's a loose piece of wood on the ground here. We're going to save and take it.
何かの役に立つかも
This might be useful for something, like throwing my underwear away. Acquired piece of wood.
中に入れるのかな
She could hang her wet underwear, her wet white underwear at the end of the stick, and she could wave it around like a surrender flag, like, alright ghosts, I give up, please don't kill me. I wonder if I can get in the stalls. I tried pulling on one of the wooden stall doors.
誰かいますか
Is anybody in here? Oh my god, she's so naive. She's so innocent, it hurts. I listened carefully for any hint of a response, even going so far as to hold my breath.
でも返事をされても怖いよね
I guess if somebody did respond, it would be pretty scary. But there wasn't a single sound to be heard. The entire room was dead silent. The walls were made from packed dirt after all, and there was a lot of moisture in the air. Effectively, this whole place was naturally soundproofed.
誰もいないみたい
This is perfect. There's nobody else around. And then suddenly, I backed away from the stall slightly and almost tripped over a fairly sizable crack in the ground, about 5 centimeters wide and 1 centimeter thick. How do you measure that? By just looking at it, like, oh, it was a 5 centimeter wide thing.
ここに隠してもいいかな
This might be a good spot to hide them.
しゃ
Finally, I was able to get out of those waterlogged panties. Despite being alone, I still crouched down and removed them as discreetly as I could. I then stuffed them tightly into the crack I discovered.
よいしょよいしょ全部入らないや布がはみ出ちゃう
The hole's not big enough. Some of it's still sticking out.
もっと大きく広げられればいいんだけど
If only there were just a little more space.
どうしよう
Flush them down the toilet. Like, just throw it in the middle of the toilet. They aren't white anymore. Okay, yellow underwear. What do I do now?
そうだこの木で隙間を大きくすれば
I know. I could use this piece of wood to dig in there and make it bigger. Why do we care? Oh my god. I would have taken those underwear off and just slopped it against a wall and said, fuck it. I really, of all of the people, of all of the characters, of all of the story that Corpse Party is, Yuka's is the most what the fuck to me. Like, this girl needs to be taught some lessons in life right now.
ゆかのこんな姿お兄ちゃんに見られなくてよかった
Yeah, you use the piece of wood as a weapon, but not Yuka. Let's use it to dig a bigger hole for our underwear. I'm so glad Big Brother didn't have to see me doing this. Yes, he'd be so
誰に
ashamed
も
of
見
you.
つかりませんように
Please don't let anybody find me until I'm done.
特にお兄ちゃんには
Especially not Big Brother. But you know, that man with the hammer that almost killed me, he could totally walk in on me. It's fine. Not that Big Brother would be likely to wander into a girl's bathroom. If I was missing my little sister and I was a man, I would run everywhere to find you, just saying. But it was possible given the circumstances. So just to be safe, I figured it couldn't hurt to pray that that didn't happen. Maybe I should stuff him down even farther. It'd be embarrassing if anyone were to find these after all. Okay. My underwear was now totally buried and out of sight. There's no way anyone would come across it, even if they didn't know it was there. Satisfied, I stood up. It's... it's so drafty now. I hate what this has become. But it's still a lot better than wearing wet panties. But look on the bright side now. If you have to pee, you would just squat and go. This just in. The little girl dug a hole to the center of the earth to hide pee-soaked panties. It's been nothing but earthquakes since we got here. I wonder if this place will be okay. It seems even older than the school building. I peeked my head out from the bathroom and looked around. Nobody's out there, right? Stop screaming! My voice echoed a lot louder than I was expecting. It actually surprised me considering the wet dirt walls. I didn't think sound would travel that far. I'm scared. If any of Big Brother's friends are nearby, please. I really want to wash my hands. Oh my god. I can't stand her. I can't stand her. Lord help me get through this. I can't stand her so fucking much. Oh my god. I began walking through the halls once more, this time a bit slower and more unevenly due to exhaustion. From what? You peed your pants and ran away. You were tied up. How are you exhausted? Let's go to the boys' bathroom. Oh, it's locked. Door is sealed shut, no way to open it. There's nothing here, so... Why is this storehouse? There's a death room. I'm not going to the death room. Fuck that shit. Let's go. Oh, the body pool. That's a better place. Let's go. Actually, let us save. I don't think. Yeah, we'll save right here, next to it, and then let's go check the death room. Because what the fuck? Lots of stress hiding pee-soaked panties, don't you know? Not that stressful, let me tell you. Oh god. Oh god, they just put bodies around and shit. It's really dark in here. Oh boy. They really didn't leave anything out, did they? It's a set of skeletal remains. There doesn't seem to be any way to determine gender from clothing or build alone. But there's a student ID name tag nearby bearing a traditionally feminine name. Kushimura Trade School. Sakura Motoi. There's a cabinet here that looks big enough to fit a whole person inside. It might make a good hiding spot. If anyone comes, maybe I should close myself inside here, unless somebody is already in there.
本当に誰か入ってきたら怖いな。早く出ようと。
But if anyone did come, it would be really scary, so maybe I should just get out of this room while I can. Uh-oh. The door to the room suddenly slammed shut, and the inside of it was missing its doorknob, rendering it unopenable. It seemed I'd been locked in.
どうしよう。
What did I do?
何か取っ手の代わりになるようなものがあれば。
Is there anything in here I could use in place of a doorknob? Okay, let's give everything else a look while I'm here. There are thoroughly decomposed remains on the table here. Based on general appearance and what's left of the deceased clothing, they appear to belong to a very young girl. Her name tag is still affixed to her chest. Great Harbor Elementary School, Mako Sakurai. There's a nail puller shoved into the sink's drain. Pull it out. Let's save there. Pull it out. Fire nail puller.
これをドアに引っ掛ければ取っ手の代わりにできるかな。
If I stick this into the door, I might just be able to use it like a doorknob.
よかった。これで外へ出られる。
It worked! Now I can get out of here. Huzzah. Okay. Never going in death room again. Let's go to the end of this hallway and see what's going on. Yeah, I said that, but then I saved before I did it, so, you know. Reasons. Nothing here. Ooh. Okay, so let's head to the body pool. Everybody goes to the body pool, the body pool, the body pool. Everybody goes to the body pool. Let's see what's inside. The door to this particular room was shuddering ever so slightly, as if there were a breeze blowing against it gently from inside.
なんか開きそう。
I think I can open this. Slowly and hesitantly, I put both hands on the doorknob and started to turn.
入れるみたい。
I guess I can go in.
よし、入ってみよう。
All right, let's see what's in here.
出口につながってるといいな。
I hope it connects to an exit somewhere.
ひどい匂い。
It smells awful. As soon as the door opened, even a crack, a powerful, horrible stench slammed into my face and twisted around my nasal cavities like a jet of water.
何かが腐った匂いだ。
This is the smell of something rotting. I was instantly feeling nauseous and lightheaded, as if I were suddenly deprived of oxygen.
もうダメ。早く出よう。
I can't do this. I need to get out of here.
水の音。水があるのかな。
Oh God, that sounded like water. Is there water in here? Holding my nose, I stepped back into the room and crept over toward the source of the noise. If there were water here, maybe I could wash my hands. Yeah, let's put our hands in the blood pool.
水。どこ？
Where is it? My extreme thirst came back full force as well. Clean water was the greatest thing I could have possibly found at this point. I accidentally kicked over a bucket, spilling its contents onto the ground in front of me. Not water. Countless flies immediately flew out from the overturned bucket and began swarming all around me. Their buzzing wings sounded right up against my ears as if they were attacking me. I let go of my nose and began flailing my arms wildly, attempting in vain to drive them away.
前が見えないよ。
I can't even see my hands in front of my face. As I haphazardly stumbled forward, I found my foot splashing in shallow liquid. Mere moments later, my hand came in contact with a wall and brushed against a switch. I heard a faint clicking sound, and then... Oh look, it's not water. The lights blinked on, and I got a clear look at the room I was standing in. Oh, what is this place? Are those bodies? A large portion of the floor had been dug out into something resembling a pool, which was filled with stagnant, discolored water and dismembered bodies. The bodies were decomposing a lot faster than they naturally would. On account of the wetness, most of them had swarms of maggots instead of faces. Several bodies had actually washed up on the ground outside the pool as well. Those few that still had limbs looked like they may lose them at any moment. Their torsos were all swollen and black, and everything else was bone white. Why are there so many bodies in one place? The closest body was spurting a sappy mucus from its nose and mouth and staring at me with an ugly, mean expression. The thick fluid coming out of it was reddish-brown in color, seemed to be a disgusting mixture of blood and dead bugs. What's that sound? Some sort of huge door, high along the top of the wall, opened up, and I could clearly feel a breeze blowing through the room. It was a trash chute? If I climb up here, maybe I can get back into the school building, or maybe you'll just get hit with a dead body. What is that? I can hear something. It's getting closer. I was afraid of what might be coming through that hole, so I put some distance between it and myself. Yep, more bodies. Something heavy fell from above and splashed into the pool, spraying my face with rotten, stagnant water. Hooray. Of course a body. Look at where you are. A body? A body? Oh god, who was it? Oh boy. Someone saying it hurts, it hurts, it hurts. The body that had just fallen into the pool of water was wearing a school uniform. As soon as it touched the liquid, it began bubbling and melting into it as if it were a bag of ingredients tossed into a stew pot. One of the poor victim's lungs floated to the surface, giving the whole scene even more of a sick soup-like appearance. I need to get out of here now. I can't stay in here any longer. I dragged my wet foot on a dry part of the ground for a second or two, then made a dash for the door. Well, that was pleasant. As soon as I was back out in the hall, I fell to my knees in shock. I couldn't even move. The smell of death and decay was still sticking to me and still trying to snake its way into my nose. It was all I could do to not throw up on the spot. I hadn't eaten anything for hours, so I'm not even sure what I would have actually thrown up, but I still felt like I had to, more strongly than ever before. Maybe it would have been best to just let it come out. I'm sure I would have felt better afterward, but you haven't eaten in a while, so keep what you got in you. But I honestly didn't want to see my own vomit right now, not after all the other disgusting things I'd seen. I've had enough. Why has all of this happened? At times like this especially, I really longed for my big brother, if only he were here with me. I cried out for him as if in prayer. Big brother, please come save me. Come save me.
動けないの。
I can't move. Oh, it's Sachiko.
誰かいるの？
Is somebody there?
誰かいるの？
Is somebody there? Oh god, she's gonna do it.
苦しいよ。
It hurts. There was a little girl here with an arm outstretched, begging for help. I rushed over to her side.
どうしたの？大丈夫？
What's wrong? Are you all right? She was faintly glowing.
この子、幽霊？
Is she a ghost?
あのね、お腹が苦しいの。お胸が熱いよ。
My stomach really hurts, and my chest feels like it's on fire.
とっても辛そう。ゆかにできることは。
She seems to be in a lot of pain, but all I can do for her
こ
is...
こ、怪我はしてないみたいだけど、痛むの？
Here? I don't see any injuries. Is it painful?
痛いよ。
It hurts. All I could do for her was offer physical comfort. If I rubbed her back, maybe she'd feel better.
ありがとう。
Thanks.
ごめんね。こんなことしかできなくて。
I'm sorry, this is all I know how to
ちょ
do.
っと楽になったの。
It feels a little better
そう？
now.
よかった。
Does it? I'm so glad to hear that. The girl grimaced again, as if she were experiencing some new pain all of a
ま
sudden.
だ無理しない方がいいよ。ね？
You shouldn't push yourself too hard, okay?
うん。
Okay.
あなたもここに迷い込んだの？
So did you get lost in here
う
too?
ん、わかんない。
Huh? I don't know.
気がついたらここで倒れてたの。
I just woke up in here.
気がついたら。
Woke up?
ずっと寂しかった。
And I've been so alone.
そっか。一人で寂しかったね。よく頑張ったね。
Oh, so you've been all alone all this time? You've been a real trooper then. I gently brushed my hand against the little girl's face, wiping away her tears. So she actually had some kind of physical being to her, even though she was glowing? Interesting. I'd only just met her, but I already really felt for her. She had it a lot worse than I did.
あなた、お名前は？
So tell me, what's your name?
幸子。
Sachiko.
幸子。幸子ちゃんっていうのね。
Sachiko? Your name is Sachiko?
うん。
Uh-huh.
私はゆかだよ。持田
I'm Yuka Mochida.
ゆかお姉ちゃん？
Yuka? Big sister Yuka?
お姉ちゃん？お姉ちゃんか。
Big sister? You want me to be your big sister? Okay. You just freaked out about some creepy guy trying to be your older brother, but you're fine with her being the little sister. Like, this is weird. This is going into a really weird thing.
なんかお姉ちゃんって呼ばれると照れちゃうなって。
Oh, it's just a little weird to hear somebody call me big sister, but that's all. But I like it. You know, except that guy that calls me, that says I'm I can't even talk. That he's my big brother, but he's not. I took Sachiko's tiny little hand in my own and pulled her to her feet.
よし、立てるね。
There we go. You can stand, right? Sachiko's hand was so thin and light compared to my own. Not just light, it almost felt like it was completely weightless.
やっぱり幽霊なんだ。
I guess she really is a ghost. Sachiko noticed me staring at her, and I must have had quite a look on my face. This seemed to bother her, so I did my best to force a smile. I'm sure she was worried I'd leave her all by herself again, and I wanted to make sure she knew I was here for her.
どうしたのお姉ちゃん？
What's wrong, big sis?
ちょっと考え事してて。
Huh? Oh, Oh, nothing. I was just thinking about something else.
ごめんなさい。
I'm sorry. Sachiko lowered her head and looked as she was about to
どう
cry.
して謝るの？
Why are you apologizing?
幸子、多分幽霊だから。
Because I think I'm a ghost.
お姉ちゃんと違うから
I'm different from you, big sis.
怖がらせちゃって。ごめんなさい。
So I'm sorry if I scare you. Ah,
よかったらこんな小さい子を不安にさせるなんて。
was just my fear really upsetting this little girl so much? That's terrible. I took Sachiko's hand in both of mine, turning to face her and ducking down a little so our eyes were
大
level.
丈夫だよ。幽霊は怖いけど、なんだかあなたは怖くない気がするの。
It's okay. I am scared of ghosts, but I'm not scared of you. I promise.
怖くない？本当に？
You're not scared? For real?
幸子ちゃんは大丈
No, I'm not. I'm not scared of you, Sachiko.
夫。お姉ちゃん行っちゃうの？
Big sis, are you going to leave me? I did have to think for a moment, since I knew I couldn't take a ghost with me very far. But in the end, I also knew I couldn't just leave her.
幸子ちゃんも一緒にゆかのお兄ちゃんを探してくれる？
Well, will you come with me to look for my big brother?
お兄ちゃん？
Your big brother?
すっごく頼りになるの。きっと幸子ちゃんにも優しくしてくれるよ。
Yeah, he's a really kind, really dependable person. I'm sure he'll be really nice to you too, Sachiko. I think I read that younger children tend to call older people big sister or brother, even if they're not related, but I don't know. Huh. Interesting. Well, that's interesting if that's true. Her head was still down, but her eyes were peeking up at me. She looked nervous, but for the first time since we started talking, she also looked hopeful.
幸子も一緒に行っていいの？
You don't mind if Sachiko comes with you?
もう一人じゃないよ。ゆかがお姉ちゃんがそばにいるからね。
Sure, you're not alone anymore. Yuka, your big sister, is right here for you. Honestly, I was lonely too. I probably wanted her with me just as badly as she wanted someone with her, ghost or no.
さあ行こう、幸子ちゃん。
Excuse me. Come on, Sachiko, let's go. I turned to head back down the hall, but was stopped by Sachiko tugging on my uniform. She was wearing a forced smile on her face, but still looked uneasy.
お姉ちゃん、私の言うこと聞く？
Big sis, will you do what I say?
言うこと？言うことって？
What you say? What was she going to tell me to do? I was so surprised by the question I wasn't sure how best to respond, but the longer I thought about it, the more uneasy she looked, so...
お姉ちゃんね、あなたのお話なら聞くよ。
Your big sister will listen to any request you make. Really?
だから何でも話してね。
Uh-huh. You can ask me anything you want anytime. Okay. That's a bad idea. There was clearly something specific she had in mind, but I wasn't going to push her about it. She'd ask me when she was ready. She seemed satisfied with my answer and let go of my uniform, and so, hand in hand, we continued down the hall in search of my big brother. God damn it. Oh, my darkening is almost half. We're gonna save right there. And then I think we're going to save this for the next time because it is really late. We've been at this for a little while. So, next time, since this whole week is super messed up because of the holidays and stuff and everything going on, I don't think I'm going to be able to do a Friday stream. I might be able to do a Wednesday stream. Not Wednesday, not Christmas, Thursday. Possibly. But definitely keep an eye on Twitter and you guys on Discord and stuff, and I will let everybody know for sure. And then we will figure out what happens next. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. And everybody watching this later on YouTube, I hope you guys had a Merry Christmas. For all of you guys here, I hope your Christmas is very well. I hope you get nice stuff and have a great time and spend it with loved ones. And yeah, and I will see you guys next time. So until then, take care everyone. Don't let Sachiko into your life. Just don't. And also, if you have to pee, well, gosh, god darn it, just do it already. And I don't care where you do it, just do it. Please don't hold your pee in. And I'll see you guys next time. Take care, everyone. Have a good night. And bye-bye.